much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. And with tip. Well, guys, doing it all, DA. Thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges. And it's Ayton in at the center. Outside Conley from deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Rubio. Booker outside. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gobert with it. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Ingles can't get it to go. Fast break, here they come. Conley against Rubio. Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
The drive by Mitchell. Here's Ingles. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
To the wing on the left. Back to Rubio. Good ball movement here by the Suns. A nice shot by Booker.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
To the paint. Gobert, the pass to Ingles. Back to Gobert. Dishes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Back to Gobert. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Pass to Johnson. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Rubio. Passes it to Booker. Back to Rubio. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. Here's Ingles. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Bridges against O'Neal. Bridges dishes to Johnson. Ingles with the rebound. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Back to O'Neal. He kicks it to Ingles. Here's Gobert. That shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from Booker.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Moutier pass to Gobert. Back to Moutier. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. There's the pass to Clarkson, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so here's Phoenix. 4-point game. Saric passes to Jerome. Tips it. Gobert pulls it in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns ahead, up by 4. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then it's Moutier, and it's Niang in at the small forward position. Jazz trail by 6. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Jerome passes to Saric. Off target with his 3. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Here's Carter. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Davis kicks to Gobert. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Rubio.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
Carter, that's good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Jazz trail by 9. Now Clarkson still looking for his first bucket in this one. Moutier dishes to Gobert. Feeds it to Davis. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Jerome. Carter outside. Jerome passes to Carter. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Jerome. A 3-ball. Sinks the triple. Jerome's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor. Exactly. And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for George Niang. O'Neal comes in for Clarkson, and Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. Over Ingles. Saric, that's good. And the Suns lead by 16.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Rubio against Conley. Inside. Back to O'Neal. Shoots the three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Rubio and Saric kicks to Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 13. O'Neal dishes to Ingles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Saric.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the basket by Rubio.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mitchell. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Here's O'Neal. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. Thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Gobert with the block. One-on-one fast break. Fires for 3. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from O'Neal. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
Conley kicks to Mitchell for three. It's deflected.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Here's Bridges. He dishes it to Johnson. The pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. Down low. Stolen by Mitchell. Up top, Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Mitchell. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Shots good by Baines.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
To the paint. Here's Niang. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Phoenix leading by 7.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Suns, a fast break. Carter leading the charge. Kaminsky, the pass to Carter. Here's Jerome. Carter on the wing, covered by Mitchell. For the 3. And it's Carter missing. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Kaminsky, the pass to Jerome. Back to Kaminsky. 6 to shoot. And it's good. 2 points. Kaminsky's got his first basket.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Here's Mitchell. Now the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Davis is checked in for George Niang. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Johnson outside. And here's Rubio. 6 points for him. For 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by Mitchell.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rubio against Conley. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Booker from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 12.
With more experience, Booker not letting the shot clock winding down affect any of his play.
Conley inside the line, and that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns lead by 5. We're going to step. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley out there with Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Suns leading by 5. Bridges kicks to Booker. Left side, Saric. Over O'Neal. And there's Saric on the assist by Booker.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
Feeds to Ingles. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
Outside Conley. Clarkson on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game. Minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Got to be a little bit more aggressive defending him from that range. He can be dangerous.
Pass to Bridges. Saric inside. Ingles covering, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. On the wing, Ingles. Kicks to Gobert. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Ayton. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Conley against Rubio. Conley the pass to Ingles. Over Saric. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Saric kicks to Rubio. Here's Ayton over Ingles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what do you look for all the time in replays when you see that call? It's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Here's Gobert. Will it go? For 3, Booker makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And stolen by Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Gobert, and that one's drained from the low block.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ingles against Šarić. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
They grabbed their own miss, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Šarić.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Joe Ingles. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Payne. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Back to Payne. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Passes it to Ingles. Lays it up off the glass.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20, and first looks at what's coming up in my...
The state capital of Utah, dramatic. Now it's ended down to David Aldrich. A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Barnes got the ball.
Come on, Kev. That's just Barnes showing off right now. Do you realize the strength it required to convert that and one?
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs a big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. Count it. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And here is Conley following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Drops in the layup for 2.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Fox looking it over. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
He's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Kings have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. No good on that one. Good D by Mitchell.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Gobert, the pass to Ingles. The score now all even. Ingles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games.
Very interesting.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Healed from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A genuine sniper from distance. Hill's three-point stroke is as good as it gets.
Fires top of the key. Len grabs the board. The Kings trail by 3. It's Bielitsa. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Len. He had 15 points last outing. Healed from outside. The shot comes out. Jazz leading by 7. Clarkson finds Mitchell. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Mitchell with it. And that one is off. Good D by Barnes. Fox goes in. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Conley. The 17-footer goes down.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Hield. Here's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Clarkson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. On the wing, Hield. Baseline J on the way. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Jazz lead by 9. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sport. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, GA. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson, Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Mitchell. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the power forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. That one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The former #2 pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker, is out there to score just like this.
And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Banked in off the glass.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Here's Niang. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
3-pointer Hield. Offensive rebound and the dunk by Parker.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Niang. Makes it off the glass. Niang's got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Utah called for the foul. The Kings shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with the speed, it's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
Clarkson against Bogdanovich. Back to Clarkson. Holmes with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Bogdanovich.
And the persistence of Bogdanovich. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Clarkson finds Moutier. There's the double team with Joseph. Davis gets a wide open look. Joseph with the rebound. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Holmes. Second chance shot. Parker passes to Holmes. Bogdanovich wide open. Parker. And Parker stays with it. Parker's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Clarkson kicks to Davis. And Utah again with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz leading by 10. Moutier dishes to O'Neal. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Bazemore for 3. Tips it up, and Parker stays with it. 8 points for him. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Right side Davis. Joseph against Moutier. Aston Niang, stolen by Joseph. Here we go, all alone. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 8 points, 2 block shots, and 2. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair off at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there at Bialis, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Mitchell passes to Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Shoots over Holmes. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 10 points in the game. The Kings trail by 8. Fox dishes to Bogdanovich. Right at the free throw line. Fox, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the pass to O'Neal. Now Ingles, covered by Barnes. Now Conley. Jazz passing it around. 5 on the clock. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Ingles passes to Gobert. Back to Ingles. And the rejection by Holmes. Outside, Fox. His three-pointers off the mark.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down. It's still early, but a 1 for 4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. To the middle. Ingles trying to get open. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Fox, Gobert with the block. They retain possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got 8 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to them.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Barnes. O'Neal with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Bogdanovich, know what? Jazz leading by 10. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by O'Neal. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Bielitsa, count that one.
And that D, that ain't gonna cut it. Once Bielitsa is established, he's gonna find ways to score.
Mitchell finds Ingles. Gobert with it. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback. Ingles has got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from tipping.
Here's Holmes, and he gets it to go. Holmes got 4 this quarter. 30 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Bogdanovich from down in the low post. It goes.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
Ingles can't get it to go. Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Now, the professionalism that Barnes brings to the floor is invaluable. I mean, he's someone that comes in and wants to contribute in any way he can.
And so it's Utah in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Moutier. Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Niang in at the 3 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Jacks up a 3. Sacramento gets it back. And it's Giles missing. And it's Davis with the ball for the Jazz. Clarkson passes to Davis. Over Giles. And Davis can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Peeled from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Gobert. That shot off. And the Kings going the other way now. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
We often highlight Barnes' athleticism. You can see why on plays like that.
Here's Davis. He trains the quick shot. And the Jazz lead by 5. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lenka kicks to Giles. Pass to Barnes. In the corner, it's Hield. Fox against Moutier. Fox, no good.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
And it's Davis at the elbow. Shoots over Len, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And it's Conley in for Moutier.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Utah. Ingles has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
Poke loose. It's Fox with the drive.
Gracing the spotlight. When it's a big possession, it's fun seeing Fox come alive and deliver.
Jazz leading by 3. Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's O'Neal. Trains the 3-pointer.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
Gobert with it. But now by Barnes. Out to Conley. Over to the wing. Puts up a 3. Ingles. Great positioning on the putback. Ingles has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. They get it back.
Oh, man, coaches love seeing that. Barnes grinding on the offensive glass, turning a missed opportunity into points.
Here's Ingles. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
On the wing, Barnes. Off target from 3-point range. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Ingles. O'Neal dishes to Ingles. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Utah.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. To the inside, here's Gobert. Back to Ingles. Feeds it to Gobert. With the second effort, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Joe Ingles.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Here's Joseph, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And Brewer does an exceptional job keeping his eyes up, always looking to dish the rock off to an open teammate.
Williams-Goss, the pass to Ingles. Here's Williams-Goss. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the...
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The dome of the California We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Kings. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, the Suns. They just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And checking out Sacramento, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
And the rejection by Holmes. On defense, Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
Here's Ayton. Sacramento making their last shot. Barnes grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
And stolen by Ayton. Johnson kicks to Rubio. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, hard to shade Rubio defensively. He's always mixing up the moves, stays unpredictable.
Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. It's Bjelica. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Here's Rubio. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Ayton inside. Guarded by Holmes. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
Kings leading now by 4. On the wing, Barnes. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. There's the triple. Sacramento grabs the miss. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Lenz checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And a change for the Suns. Charge is checked in. Offensive rebound. Len. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And Barnes comes to help, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes, and Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here is Carter, trailing by 10. Three-pointer. Joseph with the rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Good on the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Carter outside. Bazemore against Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Sharch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Alex Len picks one up.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. And Phoenix also making a switch. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Carter, the pass to Baines. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. And so it's the Sacramento Kings ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Sharch is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome and at the 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Pass to Joseph. Releases. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 10. Down low. The shot by Sharch. No good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
It's Parker outside. Sacramento again missing. That drive by Carter. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Parker kicks to Joseph. Passes to Bazemore. That's a 2 from Hield. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hield's got 10 points in the game. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Joseph. Back to Carter. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Bazemore with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Healed from outside. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Šarić.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Diallo finds Johnson. Diallo with it. He's against Parker. Hield on the double team. It's stolen by Hield. Fox dishes to Parker. Phoenix grabs the miss. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Parker with the steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And that one's good. Barnes.
This is a big part of what makes Harrison Barnes tick, right? Spot up shooting off the catch, one of his truly strong suits. You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former #2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
Kept alive, Diallo. Looking to end the run. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Baines passes to Jerome. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Baines.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Baines pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to Carter. Inside. Baines inside. Kicks it to Carter. Here's Jerome. Offline with his 3. Nobody near Barnes. And the last second attempt doesn't. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a tremendous game we're seeing from Buddy Hield. He had 12 points, 3 steals. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Hield. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. Then there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. Yours, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They're thrilling. I would agree. No good from Booker.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Booker against Bogdanovich. They need this. Rebound by the Kings. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Kings moving the ball around. From 10 feet out, and again it's Sacramento converting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Rubio. Johnson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Johnson kicks to Rubio. Back to Johnson. Over Bielitsa. Johnson's shot is off.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Barnes, and he banks in the layup. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Ayton, nails the baby hook.
Well, this guy has got elite agility for a big man. DeAndre Ayton so comfortable putting it on the deck and going to work.
And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific. But they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They led by as many as 18 points. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 8 points.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
And Bielitsa kicks to Holmes. And there's the pass to Fox. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Suns trail by 13. Bridges dishes to Rubio. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Booker. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Sacramento leading by 11. Barnes kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Barnes. Fox looking it over. Pass to Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And some changes here for the Kings. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Buddy Hield comes in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Phoenix also making some changes. Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. And it's Saric in for Johnson. From the line. Hield can't hit. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get it back. And Rubio with the second chance points. Rubio's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
And what you love about Ricky Rubio is his motor never stops. This guy does such a great job keeping plays alive.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a great job. I said it last time now. We're making the simple plays every time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Booker out there with Carter, and it's Kaminsky in at the center position. Saric dishes to Kaminsky, back to Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, what I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Suns trail by 11. On the wing, Booker tries it from 19. Len grabs the board.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Healed the pass to Giles. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And here is Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Bielitsa. That three off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Booker with it. Now guarded by Hield. And it's Carter missing. Kings leading now by 9. They kick out to Hield. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
Bridges against Bielitsa. Pass to Carter. Booker in the corner. Misses the three. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Hield. Again, Sacramento.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Booker dishes to Saric. Hield against Booker. Feeds to Kaminsky. For 3, Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Bielitsa. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Saric finds Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Booker. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Here's Giles. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Kings leading now by 10. Now the pass to Bielitsa. Sacramento moving it around. Hield kicks to Bielitsa. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Saric, that's good.
Well, you love seeing this, guys. When Saric is attacking those openings, he is such a dangerous offensive threat.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Timeout called. The Suns, they trail by 10. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Buddy Hield.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Booker's checked in.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
But they get it back. Here's Baines. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the 3 off target. Pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. That's good from Parker.
Well, you know this about guys coming out of the city of Chicago. They usually play with great instincts and are thirsty scorers, and that's what Jabari Parker is.
Booker the pass to Saric. Back to Booker. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on and now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 2 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Now Johnson. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Bridges for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bridges has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Suns. Mitchell finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball. Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Right wing. Down low. It's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Ayton, it's good on the putback.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mitchell kicks to Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Ayton. Gobert with the block. Mitchell wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
There's the pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Passes it to O'Neal. And stolen by Booker. Bridges passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell left side. Out to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Sharch comes in for Johnson. Shoots from the elbow. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
Bridges for 3. That shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles kicks to Gobert. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
A different look for Utah. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Drills it from outside.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Clarkson pitch to Moutier. Pass to Gobert. Ball's knocked loose.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Aaron Baines. Dario Saric is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point. Of course, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
And it's good for 2. Kaminsky's got his first 2 points.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him shirt off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Saric has the open look. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Nice open look, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 5. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gobert down low. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Carter with the bucket.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing here by 8. Niang passes to Davis. He kicks it to Gobert. Lets it go from 11. Great positioning on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets
coming from inside the paint now.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Baines. Over Gobert. The rebound by the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Feeds it to Davis. He's off on that one, and Phoenix will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Suns.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing. Initiating contact. Create opportunities. Get to the line.
Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Ayton shooting. It goes on Ed Davis. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for George Niang.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Mitchell left side. Tipped away. And stolen by Booker. Here's Bridges. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
And he makes that one. Ayton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And that one is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Rubio. Booker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Passes it to O'Neal. Ingles with the ball. Defended by Bridges. Ingles passes to Davis. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 12. Here's Rubio. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mitchell against Booker. Now, here is O'Neal. Defense is right there. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ingles has got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is one of the strong points of Joe Ingles' very well-rounded game, the mid-range on point. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Suns on top. They lead by 12.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Pass to Conley. Mitchell outside. The feed to Ingles. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
Conley dishes to Ingles. Back to Conley. Kicks it to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Gobert. Shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Good time now to bring up the league leaders in field goal percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Rudy Gobert is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. George Niang, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Sharch is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Ingles passes to Niang. The shot's good.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Back to Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Booker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. At the top of the key, Baines. Out left to the wing. Here's Kaminsky. Unable to get that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Here's Baines. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Back to Mudiay. From deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. Gobert dishes to Ingles. From deep. And another shot. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Just 5 on the clock. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Missed it, even after all those chances.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Suns moving the ball around. Here's Kaminsky. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. The pass to Niang. Inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Over Gobert. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Niang kicks to Mudia. 6 on the shot clock. Niang passes to Gobert. Can they get it? Niang, no good. It's stolen by Gobert. Carter finds Baines. Shoots over Clarkson. And the Suns get it back. No good that time. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Suns lead by 17. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. They've got Ricky Rubio. Johnson is out there with Bridges. Then there's Ayton. And it's Jerome in at the 2. Davis inside. Johnson on him. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Utah. Phoenix leading by 15. Back to Ayton. Bridges for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's Mitchell missing. Phoenix has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Booker against Mitchell to the right side. Ayton, Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's O'Neal. The Jazz with another miss. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Suns leading by 13. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Rubio the pass to Johnson. And Booker kicks to Rubio. Passes to Bridges. For 3. Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Conley with it. Now guarded by Booker. Ingles can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Johnson dishes to Rubio. Back to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And it's 6 points for Johnson.
This is one of the purest point guards to come around in quite some time. He is, Rubio, the ultimate distributor.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 17 points was their biggest margin. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Johnson against Ingles. To the inside. Gobert. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ayton. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Pass to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Booker. Ingles passes to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Gobert can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Pass to Johnson. Booker in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jazz trail by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Well, you look up at the scoreboard, the time remaining, this game is effectively over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Mitchell finds Gobert out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Here's Payne. Now Ayton. Back to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Feeds it to Ayton. Shoots over Bradley. And it's Ayton missing. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Here's Williams-Goss. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. The pass to Ayton. Unloads from 13. And the bank shot is good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building with...
wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll be...
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Jazz. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Sacramento Kings. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for Sacramento, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And Fox gets it to go.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Over in the corner, Conley. Off target from outside. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide. Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Gobert can't hit.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Conley against Fox. Pass to Gobert. To stop the run. Offensive rebound. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's Barnes. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Here's Fox. That shot off, so Utah will take it the other way.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Back to Gobert, wide open. Tries again, and the rejection by Holmes. And here we go, fast break. Barnes has got it. Wasted no time on that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to O'Neal. And here is Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Here's Gobert. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Jazz trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
At the 10th, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most, and it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
They get it back. Fox. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Took him no time at all on that one. Ingles has got 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fox, no good. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. Ingles dishes to Mitchell. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Not really fair to the defender. How do you challenge an offensive force like Mitchell when he has that kind of pump fake?
And Mitchell drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And the pass to Bazemore. Shoots over Clarkson. Bazemore misses.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Clarkson on the wing. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of it. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Playing out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the small forward.
Kent Bazemore, very limber, attacking the rim. He's an athlete.
Mitchell passes to Moutier. The offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Shoots over Len. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Davis.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Snatched up. Giles. And Davis sends it back. They get it back, and the basket is good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Giles. No good. Shot missing. So Utah will take it the other way.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jabari Parker comes in for Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Jazz trail by 5. Passes it to Clarkson. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Parker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena. New practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
And the shot goes in. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the dunk by Parker.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The drive by Mitchell. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And Utah again with the bucket.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
A three from Bogdanovich.
Come on.
But they recover it. Parker kicks to Bogdanovich. The second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And a switcher also for Utah. Gobert's checked in. Now here's Gobert. Really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Davis, the pass to Gobert. Over Bogdanovich. Here's Davis. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And here's Joseph for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, if you ask Rudy Gobert, he's not focused on his individual matchup. His job is to anchor the entire defense. For him, it is a team game.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Len, and it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor, not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
Now, here's Ingles. 6 points for him. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Here's Fox. In close, he hits it. And the Kings lead by 6.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Clarkson gets to Conley. Feeds to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. From past the arc. And it's Michael Conley with a 3. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Fox. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Conley's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 5. Bogdanovich left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Davis. Pass to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Gobert. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gobert's got his 3rd basket of the night.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free. The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned him there.
Here's Gobert. Can't hit that one. Good D by Barnes. Bielitsa finds Fox. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. That's a 2 from Hield. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. Also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Dishes it to Gobert, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game, minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
Fox looking it over. They get the rebound. Bjelica missed inside. Jazz trail by 10. Knocked away. Barnes outside. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You got to give credit to Barnes there. Masterful job collecting speed on the drive and punching it through the basket.
Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Mitchell passes to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bjelica's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barnes finds holes. Back to Barnes from deep three-point range, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Conley against Fox. The pass to Ingles. Here's Gobert, 6 to shoot. Back to Ingles, over Bjelica, off the left rim and out.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Fox. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's now 17 points for De'Aaron Fox. Jazz trail by 18. On the wing, Mitchell. Kicks to Gobert to end the run, and the shot is good.
Nice shot by Rudy Gobert. When he's hitting jumpers off the catch, this offense takes on a whole new look.
Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
To see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 14. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Rudy Gobert is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Terry Giles comes in for Bjelica. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Bogdanovich, no luck. Jazz trail by 13. The Jazz working the ball around now. And that one's good by Davis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He tries for three, and Len gets it to go on the assist from Joseph. Len's got 5 points so far. Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Gobert, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Gobert. In the corner, it's Clarkson. He dishes it to Davis. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Hield.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Ken Bazemore comes in for Corey Joseph. Sacramento leading by 11. Pass to Hield. And here's Len. He's got 5. The tray. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
He was all alone on that one. Sacramento's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
The drive by Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Hield from deep. It doesn't go for him.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And here at the end of the third, Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jazz trail by 12. Giles is out there with Alex Len. Then it's Hield. Then there's Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Gobert kicks to Niang. Back to Gobert. They get a hand on it. Parker with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. Three-pointer Hield knocks down the 3-ball. And the Kings lead by 17.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
To the left side wing, Parker. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz trail by 17. To the left wing. Here's Moutier and Parker with the block. And they get it back.
And to begin his career, teams happy to send Gobert to the free throw line. His free throw shooting has been a focus.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it could create a lot of injuries. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Pass to Hield. Takes a 3. Utah with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's O'Neal. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Hield can't hit.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
O'Neal dishes to Ingles. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Nice job by Ingles. Competes hard, tough. He's a glue guy. He helps keep this team together.
Hield. It's not going to go for him. And Utah the other way now. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Here is Conley. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Ingles against Bielitsa. Conley the pass to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Gobert finds Conley. Basket counts.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Here's Hield. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Kings lead by 17.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
All the officials are all over that one.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Utah.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
Rudy Gobert can change the game in so many ways. He does it with his length, his height, and his impact.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Goes back up, and it's blocked by Bradley.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Kings.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Tucker can't get it to go. Brewer with the ball. Again, the miss by the Kings. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brewer with the steal. Takes the 13-footer. Farrell gets the bucket.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Out to the right wing, Tucker. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,
Game time, hang time. Who been the plug in the power? Ayy, came with a charge in my alley. Ooh, charge to the game like it's credit. Your team crowd need to edit. Yeah, I see face and get it. Hold up, ooh, that's dead. Need a minute, need a plan to revive. Let's get a shot pressing. Now you say what I said. They got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up. I don't miss off the.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and a quick look here at some of the numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for coaches, to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by Bielitsa. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. To the wing right side. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
How about that? Bielitsa rising up and firing. That's a confident-looking shot.
To the middle. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Here's Booker after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Booker the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Phoenix no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Bridges passes to Ayton. 7-foot shot. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Bogdanovich wide open, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Suns trail by 8. Booker finds Johnson. Now Ayton. He's covered by Bielitsa. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Bielitsa. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. Great positioning on the putback. Bielitsa's got 7 points.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Here's Rubio. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here's Booker. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Back to Booker. Passes to Rubio. Booker dishes to Johnson. From the baseline. And there's Booker on the assist by Rubio.
Such a creative scorer as Devin Booker. Look at him just checking out the options and scoring that time.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And there it is for him.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Bridges against Barnes. Bridges with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker dishes to Ayton. And that one, good. Ayton's got his second basket.
Now Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And it's Carter missing. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Again, the miss by the Kings. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Kings lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Land in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Jerome passes to Carter. Offline with his three. Kings leading now by 7.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
Jerome, great pass to set up the lay-in. Jerome's got his first points in this one.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Joseph. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And now on the 2K leaderboard, the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The Suns #1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Here's Kaminsky. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. The pass to Baines from downtown. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
Bazemore does a good job of not getting thrown off balance there. Keeps his focus even after getting hit.
Here's Sharge. Nailed from three-point land. Sharge has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 3 from Joseph. Offensive rebound, and Parker stays with it. And the Kings lead by 6.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Carter drives in. Banked in off the glass.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Pass to Hield from deep. And Baines pulls it down. Suns have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Left side, Jaric. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jabari Parker.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Some changes for Sacramento. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Parker, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Reminds me of Carmelo Anthony. Jabari Parker, a quick second jumper, and keeps it alive on the glass.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. 14 feet away, and Heel gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night. Booker finds Baines. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And stolen by Barnes. Healed with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Parker, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
Yeah, how about Parker weaving his way through the defense, but being aggressive and strong in attacking the rim.
Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Here is Rubio. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Sacramento Kings get called for the foul. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, Booker still has some upside, one of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Harry Giles is checked in for Sacramento. Outside, Fox. Pass to Hield. Over Booker. Hield can't hit.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 6. Kept alive. Excellent D there from Parker.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Ayton. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bielitsa's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fox. Hits the 3-point bomb. Fox has got 7.
Well, Fox trying to work on that outside jump shot, become more consistent. Nice bucket there.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Jabari Parker. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Well, for Bielitsa, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And it's Saric in for Bridges. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Rubio.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Back to Johnson. There's the 3. The shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Harrison Barnes very comfortable in that catch and shoot.
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Booker. Rubio outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Saric.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Fox, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 9.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac along with Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, Ricky Rubio. And, of course, Devin Booker.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy, seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball lately.
Fox with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Fox, no good. And Brent, around the league, people are saying the Kings are one of the scarier teams on the rise.
Well, they drafted decently. They play a system that now is speaking to some of their young talent. They've had a nice blend. It's been a long time coming in Sacramento, but fans coming out to the new arena to support this new, young, hungry Kings group.
They double him with Booker. Fox passes to Holmes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. He's got 8.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Booker dishes to Rubio. On the wing, Johnson with a lead. Another 3 for Phoenix.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Booker with no one around. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got the lead back up to 1 now for Phoenix. Back to Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
And here's Booker from the arc. That one doesn't go. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Kings ahead. They're up by 1. 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Alex Len out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the small forward position.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Joseph, the pass to Hield. Back to Joseph. Kicks it to Hield. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Bazemore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
The free throw drops for Bazemore. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Now here's Payne. And Baines kicks to Payne. Back to Kaminsky. The dish to Baines. Bucket is good. Baines has got his first bucket in this one. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Carter against Hield. Len with the block.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Passes it to Payne. No one near him. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's the pass to Bazemore. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by 1. Shots good by Baines.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Joseph. Count that one.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Hield against Carter. There's the double team with Joseph. Here's Sharch. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Len passes to Hield. Outside, Joseph. Back to Hield. Stolen by Carter. They're running. And it's Sharch. That time on the assist from Payne. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead. Pass to Len. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. 2 points. That one goes. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the turnover again by Sacramento.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Carter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Payne.
Oh, the energy Hield is playing with right now. What a huge possession, ready to rip it.
And Saric gets to Ayton. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Kings trail by 5. And it's Hield off the drive. And good that time.
That's the guy you don't want shooting. How about Hield coming up big?
Timeout called. The Suns, they're up by 3. 107 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Devin Booker.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Carter, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Ricky Rubio. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Len. Count it!
Maybe not the first option, but Len stepping up in a big moment there.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And Parker comes with the help. Here's Saric. Baines passes to Saric. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Suns lead by 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
That's a 2 from Hield. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Carter drives in. And yes, it's good. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
So the Suns win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.